Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is March 1st, which means it's the March 1st or first of the month challenge. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sweet Oliver. And if you are returning, we love you so much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number one. So I'm going to take this wood bunny that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.99, but 40% off of that. So $1.20 off. So it brings it under $2. I am going to remove that little bunny tail using my heat gun and my Cricut spatula there. It comes off really pretty easy. Then I'm going to remove the hanger using my staple remover and paint the whole thing with Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. After it was done, actually, I don't think I painted the back. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Sorry. I took this shelf liner from Dollar Tree and I'm going to trace out the ears to begin with and cut that out. And then I'm going to take some more of the shelf liner and cut it out for the front. Now here I decided, you know what? I don't want this part connected. So I cut these to separate them, and I kind of cut them down a little bit because I felt like they were just a little bit too big. And then after I had that all done, I took my tacky glue, Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to brush it all over the front of the bunny. And then I am going to lay my beautiful shelf liner across my bunny. And after that, I am going to kind of cut off the bottom part here. And then I'm going to take some of that tacky glue and brush it onto the back of the parts that's going to go over the ear. And yeah, you'll see me do that right there. And then after that, I know there's a little bit of a gap in between this and the paper, but that's okay. We're going to cover that. Then I went with my finger knife and just kind of trimmed all around that bunny rabbit, all that excess shelf liner. I decided to do some distressing, so I took my Distress Oxide in the color Ground Espresso, and I think this is Tim Holtz. Anyways, I am going to distress all the way around the bunny, and I also did around the ears too. Now, if you don't like distressing and want to do something like this, you can skip this part, but I like to have a little bit more of the rustic look to it. Once I was done with that, I took some of these beautiful, I think they're ranunculus, something like that. And I had these in my stash. I think I got these from Walmart last year. I just thought they were so pretty. And I took two of them here and I'm putting them up by the ears. I was going to put one down as a bunny tail, but then I started thinking, wait a minute. How can you have flowers in the front and then a bunny tail in the front? And you're not going to have flowers necessarily in the back with a bunny tail. At least I don't think. So I decided to remove the bunny tail, which caused a little bit of an issue on the front. So I thought, okay, what can I do to cover this up? So here I haven't come up with this or figured this out yet. Excuse me. So here I'm just going to hot glue this one on. And those little flowers were ranunculus as well from Walmart. So here I was like, okay, I'm going to put this cute little ribbon around for its necklace. I think this is where I had already taken that bunny tail off. I think I had said, okay, wait, that's not going to work because, yeah, because it looked funny. So I took that flower that I took off and I put it right there around the neck. Then I took this Welcome to Our Home sign from Hobby Lobby. I got this at the end of the year. I painted it with the Harvest Orange by Apple Barrel. And then I'm just going to use hot glue to put it onto the bottom and cover up that little area where the bunny tail was. And then I just added that hanger back on with a stapler. And there it is. I just think it is so pretty. I love those flowers. I love that shelf liner. And yeah, I hope you think it's pretty too. Let me know in the comment box below. Okay, it is the first of the month challenge, and this month's theme is Let's Hop into Easter. I host this on the first of every month with my good friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. She is amazing. Make sure you check out her channel as well as the playlist. I'll have links to both of them in the description box below. Okay, DIY number 2. So I took this Dollar Tree sign I got either last year or the year before. I like the shape of it. So I used my heat press to try to release some of that glue, and then using my Cricut spatula to remove that paper. Now this paper did not come off very easy. If you don't want to go through all this problem of doing this, you could definitely just cover it up with some like packaging paper or uh, any kind of paper and then paint the other side. But once I got that top layer off, I spritzed it down really well with some water and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then I took my paint scraper and I just scrape off all that extra paper and glue, and it just comes off so nicely. After that, I usually kind of wipe it all down with a baby wipe, and then if it's still tacky, I'll just spritz a little bit of Goo Gone on there and wipe it with my baby wipe until there's no tackiness to it. Then I paint front and back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White and let it dry. And after it was all dry, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And I was like, I want it to kind of look like a tomb. That's what I saw when I saw this sign. So I decided to do this. I haven't done this like concrete look for a while. So I took Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral and I went all the way around with that sponge. Now I'm taking Elephant by Waverly, and I'm going over the Mineral, just sponging all around. Then I took some ink by Waverly and I'm adding that to it as well. And then after I did that one, what color did I do? I think I went back with the Elephant. Yeah. And I just keep playing around and I add some more Elephant to it. I add some more of the Mineral to it. I added some more black to it until I was getting the look that I liked. And that's all you really do. You just keep adding the different colors, keep sponging, making it so it doesn't necessarily look like there's sponge marks. So here's where I added the Mineral and I'm just like, okay, this is looking a little too much spongy. And so I covered it again with some more Elephant and some more black, and you just kind of keep meshing it all together until you like what it comes out looking like. Then I took this wood cross from Dollar Tree, painted it with my Snow White by Waverly. And after that, I found a saying on Cricut Design Space and I created a stencil with it. If you don't have a Cricut, you could use stickers or a stencil that you might find or even handwrite it. But I'm just going over this with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. And then when I was done, I pull up my vinyl here and it was pulling up my paint. And I was like, oh man. So I got it all removed and I dried it really well and then removed all the little stencil pieces. And then I just took a very small, fine paintbrush with my Elephant chalk paint and just kind of pounced all around those little white spots until it looked much better. I took these rub-on transfers. I got these, I think, last year from Dollar Tree. And these were leftovers from one of the packages I had. And so I just cut them down to fit as a trim that goes around my cross. And so I just laid that down. I'm going to rub it. And these Dollar Tree rub-on transfers, at least these come off really easy. And then I'm just going to go again, took another piece, cut it down, and like I said, I'm just going to go all the way around the sides of my cross with this really pretty, I don't know if you can see it. It's hard for me to see, but it's just little florals is what it is. And then this came from the newer pack. This is the bigger flowers, and I just cut these down as well to go into the middle of those flowers on the cross. And I was thinking as I'm editing this, I hope this isn't what I did last year. I know I remember using these rub-on transfers for something last year and I don't remember what. And I'm like, man, I hope it wasn't on a cross. Oh my goodness. I'll have to go back and look at my pictures. But anyways, I'm just going to continue to rub and pull up that transfer sheet until it comes off very clean. And then I'm going to take my wood glue and hot glue, and I'm going to I'm going to add my wood glue to the back of the cross, and then I'm going to add the hot glue. And the wood glue is for a permanent hold. The hot glue is for immediate hold. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So then I'm going to glue it to the front of this sign. Here we go. There we go. Okay. And then, like Kathy Joe would say, I took these flowers. Yes, these are the flowers that I bought to break my pact with Kathy Joe. And I'm going to put them together. They are kind of bushy. I kind of wish now I would have made them not so thick with some of those leaves. But anyways, I'm going to wrap them with some twine just to hold them all together. To me, I find that it holds them together, but it also gives you more surface to glue down. So once I have it completely wrapped, I was kind of struggling there trying to get a good hold. I tied the ends in a knot around it to keep them in place, and then added some hot glue to that, and then just hot glued it to the front of my sign. Then I'm going to add a bow. I'm just going to wrap my hand 10 times with some twine, and then cut a long tail, and then I'm going to wrap the tail around the middle of, I'm going to take that off of my hand and then wrap the tails around the middle, one tail going one direction, the other tail going the opposite direction, and then I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to trim down those ends a little bit and hot glue it to the front of my flowers. And then I painted a little button with some pink paint and added that to the front. And then I'm going to take some Jenga blocks that Miss Jackie Milton sent me. Thank you, Jackie. I'm going to glue them together, and then I'm going to glue one on top. I painted them white, and then I'm going to use my tight bond glue and hot glue to glue it to the back so that it stands. And that's all there is for this one. I really love this one. And the saying that I picked was, "He is not here, for he has risen, just as he said." And that is a scripture from Matthew. Anyways, you have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Well, here we are, you guys, in this beautiful, beautiful day. I had to do my intro and my little message here outside. We're supposed to get some storms next week, so I don't know how long this beautiful weather is going to last. But I know a lot of you still have snow, and you kept saying on my last video where I showed some of our beautiful weather that you're still covered in snow and cold. And so I thought I'd give you a little more taste of spring, because you guys, it is right around the corner. It will be here soon. I'm excited. It's a bittersweet feeling though, because I'm excited that our weather is finally warming up. But here in Oklahoma, that also means tornado season. So we have to get our shelter all prepared in the next few days, because we're supposed to have storms, and when they call for storms this time of year, you just never know. So yeah, so that's kind of puts a little damper on my excitement. What? You want to kiss me? Oh, I love you too. But anyways, I am enjoying it. I'm taking it day by day. I'm enjoying this day. We're supposed to get up to 80 degrees today, so I'm excited. But anyways, I hope you're enjoying this playlist. It is my first real Easter video for this year. I'll be doing a little more Easter now. And I'm excited. I got my tote down and started going through it, and I didn't realize the stuff that I have, so I'm excited to use it. But anyways, I just want to say, first of all, if you're new here, welcome, and I'm glad you stopped by. And if you enjoy home decor on a budget and you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. You guys, I am super close to my 25,000. In fact, I could hit it by the time you see this video. If not, I'm super close. So I'm guessing my next video we'll start talking about our giveaway that we're going to have. And yeah, I look forward to that. I hope you do too. And let's see what else. I guess that's really it. And again, thank you to all of my subscribers, to all my viewers. You guys are the best, and you mean the world to me. And so with all that being said, let's continue on with the video. Okay, DIY number 3. So I'm going to take took this Valentine mason jar sign that I've had in my stash for a while. This came from Dollar Tree, of course. I'm going to remove the hanger. I'm going to remove that ribbon, and then I'm going to use my heat gun and this paint scraper to release that glue and remove the metal part from the top. And then I'm just going to remove all of that paper, just like I did on the last DIY. And then I'm going to paint the front and the back with Waverly chalk paint in the color Silver Lining. I don't know why I don't use this color very much, but I love this color. I think it's so pretty. So this is my Chalk Couture transfer. This is for the March Club Couture, and it comes with Storm, Ocean Mist, and Vanilla chalk ink, as well as this drawstring bag. Now, ink is used for cloth or glass, and I decided instead of using it on the bag, which would be really, really cute. I was thinking as I was doing this, that would have been really cute to do too. I'm going to use it on my mason jar. So I'm going to fuzz this about 5 times. And if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, I am a designer. It is a self-adhesive silkscreen stencil, and we fuzz it the first time so it doesn't pull up your paste or paint. Unfortunately, it still pulled up my paint. You'll see, or my paint and my chalk paste. And you'll see that in a little bit. And I think it might have been because of the glue gun that I used. And because I was trying to think, why would it do this? Although I have to say, I did take a little while at the top part of it. So it could have been because of that too. But I am going to go over the edges with my shimmer flamingo here. And then I'm going to do the bunny with the vanilla. And I've got this really sped up. I am taking a while because I want to, not get the flamingo into the bunny rabbit ears. So I think if I would have just done the trim and the top of the ears and pulled up, it might have worked better. But I did wait a little while. I did a little bit more before I pulled my transfer up, but I'll pull it up and then lay it gently back down and continue going on. And I do that so that the paste doesn't dry on the silk screen, because it will pull up if you wait too long, and it will dry and pull up with the silk screen and not stay on your image. If you are interested in Chalk Couture, or if you have any questions about it, you can definitely email me. I do have a link in my description box for Chalk Couture, and it goes straight to my page. If you're on your TV, you can look up Chalk Couture and then find a designer, and you can type in Brenda Gesner, and you should be able to pull me up. But I love this stuff. It is a lot of fun to work with. And I always think that if you want to give it a try, that the Club Couture is a good way to try it out. It's $21.99 a month, I think. Or is it $20.99? It's something like that. And you get an exclusive 8x11 transfer, plus some coordinating ink or paste and a surface. And if you try it out, you do have to enroll for at least 3 months before you can cancel. But I think it's a great way to kind of get your feet wet, get it started, see if you like it. There's also our members perk that is also another subscription, but that you just get automatically 30% off of anything you buy, plus a $20 monthly credit, I believe it is. So yeah, check that out if you're interested at all. And like I said at the beginning, if you have any questions, you can email me. I'd be happy to give you any answers or answer any of those questions for you. So after I was all done, I went and cleaned that all up. And then I just took a small paintbrush with my chalk paste and just touched up all of those brown areas that came up. Then I took my metal piece here, I painted it white, and then I'm going over it with that shimmer flamingo paste because it was so pretty. I wanted it all to match. And it's kind of thin, so that's why I painted it white first. And then, after I was all done, and it dries really quickly too, you guys. After it was all dried, then I am going to, I think that's what I'm going to do next. Let me wait and see here. I'm going to use my Fix-All glue from Dollar Tree. You could use E6000 or super glue if you want. Again, this is the permanent hold. And then I'm going to go around the edges with hot glue. And the reason why you don't do hot glue is because hot glue and metal don't really like each other. So I just do the hot glue to adhere it until the permanent hold takes effect. Then I took three of these little carrots from Dollar Tree. I removed the little top. It's kind of like raffia they have on the top. And I'm poking a hole to make the hole deeper with my Cricut tool there. And then I'm going to take some pieces of boxwood greenery that I get from Walmart. I love this stuff. I'm just going to glue it right on the top. I think it looks a little bit better than that raffia they use. And then I'm going to glue two of them together like you see. And then I'm going to glue another one right on top. And then I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to it. I'm going to tie it around the carrots and just make a little bow. And then I'm going to cut down the ends there a little bit. And then I'm just going to glue this to the top. What is that? Right corner, right, left, right, whatever. And then I'm going to take some more twine. I put tape through the end of it, and so that way I can thread it through the holes a little easier, and then just tie knots on the end, and we have a hanger. And it's a simple, sweet little DIY. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well in the comment box below. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And we have these beautiful pieces from Rhonda. I just love them all. They're so pretty. Thank you so much for sharing, Rhonda. And then we have these really pretty pieces from Nikki. I love that birdhouse, the one with the flower and the birds and her sign. Everything is so cute. And then Sarah is from Germany, and her sign says, "Love works like 2 fish and 4 loaves of bread. It does not multiply before you give it out." And I thought that was amazing. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Ooh, okay. DIY number 4. I'm going to take one of these eggs from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use some painter's tape to just put it around the middle, somewhere around. I wasn't being exact. I took that pink, what is that? Fuchsia paint from Apple Barrel. And I'm going to paint the top part of the egg. Now I had to do like 3 coats, and I had to change to a bigger brush so that you didn't see all those stroke marks. But I'm going to just paint that part with it. Then I took this bag. I've had this bag in my stash probably for a couple of years. I thought it was really cute, and I never used it. So I decided to go ahead and use it. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to make for this last project. I went through my tote and found this, and I'm like, oh, this would be fun. So I'm going to cut this bag out. I'm going to remove the hanger. And then I am going to just trim this down. I'm cutting right underneath those little bunny rabbits. And then I'm going to cover the bottom part of my egg with some, boy, that pink is bright, with some Mod Podge. And then I'm just going to cover that bottom with it. And then I'm going to let it dry. Once it was all dry, I'm going to lay I'm going to lay my paper bag on top of that area, and then I'm going to cover it with my parchment paper to protect that bag. And then I'm going to use my heat press here, and I have it on high. I'm going to go over my bag here with it, and that just reactivates that Mod Podge so that the bag sticks to the image. And I'm just going all the way around it. Now, if you don't have a heat press, you can use an iron. You just don't want to have it on steam. Then after that, I took some Mod Podge just real lightly and covered up that paper just to give it a little protective coat. Then I just sanded off the edge with my little finger sander so that we have a smooth edge all the way around. After I was done with that, I took some of this burlap and lace ribbon from Dollar Tree, and then this little pink ribbon I've had in my stash forever and a day, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the front. And then I'm going to put that across the front of my egg, and then just glue the ends to the back of my egg. And I did not paint the back of the egg, which I normally do, but I was kind of in a hurry. Now, I think I got these little bunny shapes from Amazon last year, I believe, maybe the year before, but I'm just going to give it a dry brushing of my white. And then this Happy Easter came from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of a dry brushing of white, although it was a little more than a dry brushing on this one. And then I just went ahead and did a little distressing with my Waverly Antique Wax. And I'm going to do that with the bunny too. And I do that because that was so bright. I wanted to tone it down a little bit, the whole egg thing. And apparently I thought I was recording when I glued these on, but I didn't. So I glued this on, you'll see, in front of the ribbon, and then the Happy Easter right below it. Now this little piece I got from Woodpecker Crafts a while ago, and I'm just going to add some glue to it. I'm going to put my egg in there, but it still was too big. So I also had that tumbling tower block that I had painted white, and I'm just going to use hot glue. My husband was talking to me at this point. I was having a hard time figuring out what I was going to do and answer his question. Anyways, I glued that on to the back to hold it in place. I made a little tiny twine bow. Again, I just was trying to tone down some of that color because it was so bright. And I'm just going to glue this over the hanger hole. And that's all there was for it. I think it's really cute. And yes, it's a little crooked on my stand, thanks to my husband talking to me and distracting me. But anyways, there it is. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. And the final reveal is coming right up. Make sure you guys check out Krista's channel as well as the playlist. I'm sure you'll get all kinds of Easter inspiration. And with all that, I will be back again on Thursday with another video. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.